Thoraude. A very good morning, students. Myself, Ms. Bhagyashree Thoraude, welcome you all on the behalf of Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation Education Department. And students, the topic that we are going to study today is reflection of light. In the previous lecture, we studied about lateral inversion and a formula that is n equal to 360 upon a minus 1. This formula is used to find the number of images that were being formed by two plane mirror inclined at an angle of a degree. And lastly but not leastly, we studied minimum height of a person standing in front of a plane mirror. In today's lecture, our focus will be mainly on concave mirror and convex mirror and a few terminology pertaining to both this mirror, and those terminologies are going to be pole, center of curvature, radius of curvature, principal axis, and focal length. So students, without wasting time, we will start. Now, in the previous lecture, we studied there are basically two types of mirror. The very first type we will now see is the plane mirror. Plane mirror is a mirror which we use in our day-to-day life for seeing our attire, and definitely plane mirror is a mirror with a planar reflective surface. The surface that you are seeing over here is called as a planar reflective surface, the one which is going to reflect all the light ray that are being incident on it. Now, the next type were spherical mirror, and spherical mirror are having two subtypes over here. The first subtype is going to be the concave mirror, and the second subtype is going to be the convex mirror. Our main focus in today's lecture will be on these two mirror only. So, what you can say about concave mirror? Concave mirror reflects light inward to one focal point, therefore they are used to focus light. Unlike convex mirror, concave mirrors show different type of image depending on the distance between the object and the mirror itself. These mirrors are called as converging because they tend to collect light that falls on them, relocusing parallel incoming ray towards the focus. This is because the light is reflected at since the normal to the surface differs with each spot on the mirror. Now, when we speak about concave mirror, we are taking an example of spoon over here. Concave mirror are bent inward, and definitely you can say this is going to be the reflecting surface. You can also say it is a planar reflecting surface, and definitely you can see a person is trying to take his selfie. Now, one thing you all must have noticed that concave mirror is going to produce an image which is inverted. Okay, the person is standing erect and his image is appearing to be upside down, or you can also say inverted. Now, when we speak about convex mirror are the mirror in which the reflective surface bulges out the light source towards the light source. Convex mirror reflect light outward, therefore they are not used to focus light. Concave mirror are used for focusing light, and convex mirror you can see they are not used for focusing light. Instead, you can see they give out the light in all possible direction. Now, when we speak about the same example, now the spoon you can say it is bulging outward, and the same person is standing and trying to take the selfie. What Now, student, you must have noticed that definitely the person's image is upright. And one more bonus this convex mirror offer is this mirror is going to give us a big view of the whatever the things are there behind this person. Okay, so definitely the image is always virtual, it is diminished and upright. Upright means the head is appearing at the place of head and the foot will appear at the place of foot, and diminished. Diminished means smaller. Okay, and definitely this feature makes convex mirror very useful. Everything appears smaller in the mirror, so a mirror covers wider field of view than a normal plane mirror does, as the image is compressed. So you can say all the things that are surrounding this person can be seen in the image. Now one question will arise, how these mirrors are being made. We are taking a simple example where a tennis ball is being cut with the help of a knife. Now you get some part like this. One part is curved inward and one part is curved outward. So depending on how the surface will be coated with silver, on that only we can make out how the mirror will be, whether it will be a concave mirror or whether it will be a convex mirror. Now, what we will do over here is we will take the same example. We'll take the example of a ball over here, and what we do is we cut a section of this ball. The section is being shown in the form of blue color. So, a hollow glass sphere with certain thickness and a part of which can be cut or taken out forms the spherical mirror. So if I take out this blue portion, that blue portion will act like a mirror. Now students, this is basically a three-dimensional hollow sphere. Let me be very clear. The picture here is shown in 2D form, but it is actually a 3D glass hollow sphere. Now in this slide we can see that how a concave mirror is being made. A spherical mirror whose reflecting surface curves outward is called as a concave mirror. Now you can make out these dashed lines are being made over here. This is the portion where we actually coat it with the silver. This is the reason why this we say it as a backside of a concave mirror. And this is going to be called as a reflecting surface. Okay, light will come and definitely it will get reflected. On the other hand, with the help of the same glass sphere, you can make a convex mirror also. A spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved outward is called as a convex mirror. Now, one thing that must be noted over here, you can see the dashed line here. So this portion will be coated with silver, and definitely the bulged out portion will be acting like a convex mirror. So the rays of light will come and fall on this reflecting surface, which is the bulged out portion, and ultimately the reflection would take part in this case. So just now we see what are the spherical mirrors. There are two types of spherical mirror. The one which is having shiny portion inside, such a mirror would be called as a concave mirror, and the one which is going to have shiny part outside, that mirror would be called as a convex mirror. Again, this mirror you can say it is bulged inward, and in this case the mirror is bulged outward. Now see, there is a glass sphere over here. You can see both the concave and convex mirrors are being, taken out from the same sphere. You can make out if the surface is bulging out and it is shiny outside, such a mirror would be called as a convex mirror. And if at all the reflecting surface or shiny part is here, which is bulged inside, such a mirror would be called as a concave mirror. Now, one thing that must be noted over here is in case of concave mirror, the silvering is there on the interior, and in case of convex, it is exterior. Now, students, in this slide, we can say we are having two hollow sphere, definitely three-dimensional sphere, and one in one sphere we are taking a small portion and the outer part is being coated with silver, which is being shown with the dashed line. Similarly, in the second sphere, what we do over here is we actually paint this surface with silver, and this surface would be the shinier part. So this mirror would be called as convex mirror. In both the mirrors, if you carefully look, these terminologies are going to be the same. That is the center of curvature, then the principal axis, then the pole, then the radius of curvature. So even if it is a concave mirror or a convex mirror, both are going to have the same terminologies. So let us start with all these terminologies one by one. The first and foremost terminology that we will now study is the pole. What is pole? It is the midpoint of the curved surface of spherical mirror. It is also called as vertex. The second definition is the geometric center of the mirror is called as a pole. Now, students, you can make out whether it is a convex mirror, whether it is a concave mirror. If I try to locate the exact geometric center of both of them, I will get it somewhere over here. And this is basically called as the pole of the mirror. Pole is the exact midpoint of that spherical mirror. It is also called a geometric center. Next terminology is the center of curvature, which is being denoted by alphabet capital C. A spherical mirror is a part of sphere. The center of this sphere is called as a center of curvature. The point on the principal axis, which is equidistant from all the point on the surface of the mirror, is called as center of curvature. Now, student, pay attention over here. Whether it is a concave mirror, whether it is a convex mirror, this part is always going to be a part of some sphere, some imaginary sphere, and that imaginary sphere will have some center. See, sphere is always going to have center. Okay, when speaking in terms of 3D and in terms of 2D also, you can say any imaginary sphere or sphere will have some center from which these points that are being located on the mirror are going to be equidistant, and that center of the imaginary sphere is called as a center of curvature. Now you can make out whether it is convex or concave mirror. The distance along the principal axis from the center to pole is called as radius of curvature. Okay. Now the definition is of radius of curvature. What is radius of curvature? The distance from the center of curvature to the pole or to any point you can say on the mirror. That distance is called as radius of curvature. Definitely each and every sphere is going to have a radius, and definitely this mirror, whether it is a convex mirror, whether it is a concave mirror, they are going to be equidistant from the center, and the distance between the center of curvature to any point on the convex or concave mirror is the radius of curvature. The next term that we will now see is the principal axis. It is the line joining the center of curvature and the pole of the spherical mirror. Now you can see we have drawn a line over here. This line is actually passing through the center of curvature, which is capital C, and through the pole. So this horizontal line, which is going to pass through the center of curvature and through the pole, would be called as the principal axis. So one question arises over here. This is actually a think about question which is appearing in your textbook. What is the difference between principal focus of concave mirror and convex mirror? Now see students, we have taken the example of concave mirror over here. These dashed lines represent the backside of the mirror, and this is going to be the shiny part of the concave mirror. If you look at this picture carefully, all the incident ray that are being incident on this concave mirror, ultimately after reflection they are coming and meeting at point F. These reflected rays from the concave mirror are being coming and they are being focused at one point F. This point F is called as a focus of mirror. So when rays parallel to the principal axis incident on the mirror, they meet at some point after reflection, and this is called as the principal focus or focus. Now one thing that must be noted over here student is focus for a concave mirror is always towards its left. Okay, you can also say it is always towards the shiny part of the concave mirror. On the other hand, when we speak about convex mirror, you can say the incident ray are being parallel on the reflecting surface or the shiny surface of the convex mirror. Now, if you produce these incident ray backward, they appear to be focusing at one single point, and that point is called as a focus of convex mirror. So you must have easily made out that focus for a convex mirror is, opposite to that of the shiny surface or reflecting surface of the mirror. It is always at the back side of the convex mirror. So this is a 2-mark question which could be asked in exam. What are the uses of spherical mirror in daily life? You can say spherical mirror are used in reflecting telescope. They are used in microscope as well. They are used in vehicle and they are used to see images. Now, this is the first application that is being used for a convex mirror. Convex mirrors are used in blind corners on the road to help driver to view traffic around sharp corners. Definitely, the convex mirrors are also used in security cameras also. You can see our baby is being standing and you can actually have the view of what all things are being there surrounding him. So this is the reason why convex mirror are being used, as they offer wider viewing angle in traffic also and in security cameras also. The next application of mirror is definitely they are being used in instrument scale. So the pointer can sometimes show you a different reading by just placing a plain mirror beneath it. You are able to make out what is the correct reading. The next use or next application of the concave mirror we will now see. We all must have visited dentist in our life at least once, and we are using that he is using such spoon when he tries to look at our teeth. Okay, so concave mirrors, they are being used by dentists. The concave mirror helps dentists to see a magnified image of tooth because a concave mirror produces enlarged image. Okay, here the teeth with when it is held within the focus of the concave mirror, definitely it will produce a magnified image. See how the small teeth is appearing here and how the image of the teeth is appearing here. It is magnified image. So a concave mirror is always going to produce magnified image. So students, you can actually see over here how a dentist holds a small concave mirror in such a way that the tooth lies at the focus. The moment the distance between the tooth and the mirror is exactly equal to the focus, definitely he gets to see a magnified image of the tooth. Okay, and simply by adjusting the angle at which he is holding that concave mirror, he is able to get the clear view. The next application of concave mirror is they are being used in headlights of vehicle. See, this is one picture in which we are having a headlight, and where the bulb is being placed, the bulb is being placed at the focus of concave mirror. Now, one advantage that is being there, if the bulb is placed at the focus, it spreads the light in all possible direction. Okay. Now, a concave mirror is a converging mirror opposite to convex mirror, which is a diverging mirror. So you can say this concept of concave mirror is being used in headlights also. The next application of concave mirror is they are being used in solar cooker. See how this is being used to cook food. The concave mirror can absorb maximum sunlight which is incident on it. Okay, sunlight comes and falls on this concave mirror, and if the cooker is being placed at focus, what would happen? All the sunlight that is being there, it is being, coming and focusing at this point. Why? Because the cooker is being placed at the focus. Later on, this heat energy is converted into electrical energy which can be used further. So, concave mirrors are used in solar devices. We all must have seen these antennas at our home, on our terrace. So, one very important application of concave mirror is the satellite dish. These antennas are designed to receive and amplify weak signal sent from communication satellite in space. Since these satellites are so far away, the wave that reaches the Earth from them are practically parallel. You can also say the waves are also weak. We all are using dish antennas in our home. Definitely, I have taken this picture, this dish, which is definitely a long back, when the communication system just entered our nation. In that era, definitely these big dishes were being used. So this is the reason why I took this picture. Nowadays the dishes are very compact and small. definitely very powerful to take up the weak signals that is being sent from the satellite. Another use of concave mirror, definitely ladies are using these concave mirror for their makeup. Okay, so when face is placed between the concave mirror and its focus, it produces a magnified image. This enlarged image of face also be it is also helpful in making up as even as pore of skin. They are also very visible. Okay. Now we will focus on the uses of convex mirror. You all must have seen these images and these things in your day-to-day life. So the first and foremost use of the convex mirror is it can be used in rear view mirrors in vehicle. Now the driver is able to see what all things are being there behind his vehicle with the help of rear view mirror. These are also called as convex mirror. They are being, placed at the corner of the gate where the driver is not able to make out how fast or how slow the vehicles are approaching on the road. So with the help of this mirror, the driver is able to move left side or right side if the building is having a blind corner. Blind corner means the person is not able to see what all things are there to left and right. So why we are using convex mirror in rear view mirror? Because they are giving us diminished image. Diminished image means smaller image, a contracted image, and definitely they provide us with a wider field of view than the plane mirror. So these are the things. See how far the driver of the vehicle can see just by looking into the mirror. So these are basically convex mirror. Okay. And in the shopping malls also we are using such type of convex mirror so that the widening viewing angle is very wide. You can get a larger view of the things that you want to see. Now you can see a picture over here how a convex mirror and a concave mirror would produce the image. If you carefully look at this picture, this is going to be the convex mirror. Now what happens is convex mirror is producing smaller image. At the same time, if you look at this concave mirror produces a magnified image. Now a 3-mark question we will now see. What are the rules to draw ray diagram in mirrors? The first and foremost rule is the ray of light through C, that is center of curvature, will be reflected back through C. So rule number 1 states that if a ray of light is passing through the center of curvature, after reflection it would pass through the center of curvature again. Rule number 2, the ray of light parallel to the principal axis will be reflected through F, which means the focus. So if at all the ray of lights are parallel to the principal axis, what is principal axis? The line which is passing through the center of curvature C and the pole P. And if the ray of light is incident parallel to the principal axis, the ray of light after reflection will always pass through the focus of the mirror. Okay, the incident light come and gets reflected passing through the focus. So this is going to be our rule number 2. Speaking about rule number 3, the ray of light through F means the focus will be reflected parallel to the principal axis. Now you all must have made out that rule number 2 and rule number 3 are converse of each other. Hmm? So here we say that if at all the incident ray passes through the focus of a mirror, the reflected ray will always be parallel to the principal axis. So students, homework for today will be define pole, center of curvature, radius of curvature, principal axis, focal length, rules to draw ray diagram, write the uses of concave mirror, write the uses of convex mirror. So one thing that must be noted over here is students, you have to write each and every terminology, and each and every terminology will carry 1 or 2 marks depending on how it is being asked. Whether it is being asked in multiple choice question, it will be coming for 1 mark, and if at all it is for a short answer, then definitely it would come for 2 marks. We will now see multiple choice question pertaining to the topic that we studied today. Mirrors having curved reflecting surface are called as mirrors that are having curved reflecting surface are called as spherical mirror. Option number 2 is going to be the correct option. Moving to the next question. How many types of spherical mirrors are there? Definitely, there are basically two types of spherical mirrors. The first one is called as a concave mirror and the second one is called as a convex mirror. Spherical mirrors with reflecting surface curved inward are called as, if the spherical surface is having reflecting surface curved inward, such mirror is called as concave mirror. Spherical mirrors with reflecting surface curved outward is called as dash. Such mirrors are called as convex mirrors. The option number C is going to be the correct option. Pole is generally represented by alphabet. As you all know, a pole is always denoted by alphabet capital P. A ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis of a concave mirror after reflection will pass through. Definitely rule number 2. Okay, it is always going to pass through the principal focus of the mirror. Option number D is going to be the correct option. The rules, definitely they are applicable to both the mirrors. So students, we will have a quick recap of what all things that we studied in today's lecture. In today's lecture, our focus was mainly on concave mirror, the mirrors which are bent inward. The next type of spherical mirror, that is convex mirror, the mirrors that are bulged out, reflecting surface is bulged out. How the mirrors are being made with the help of two examples we saw. In this slide we saw depending on the coating that is being done, we can make out whether it is spherical, whether it is concave mirror or convex mirror. If it is bulged out, if it is bulged out and shiny outside, it is a convex mirror. If it is bulged in or bent in and shiny inside, then it is a concave mirror. Then we saw the terminologies pertaining to both the mirror. The first one was pole. The geometric center of the mirror is called as pole. Center of curvature, definitely this mirror is going to be a part of some imaginary glass sphere, and whose center would be called as a center of curvature denoted by capital C. Then we saw the definition for radius of curvature. It is the distance between the center of curvature and the pole is called as the radius of curvature. Then we saw definition of principal axis. It is the axis passing through the center of curvature and the pole. One thing might come, where is the focus of concave mirror and focus of convex mirror? The answer we saw, for a concave mirror, the focus is always to the left of the pole of the mirror, and in terms of convex mirror, the focus is towards the right of the mirror. Focus is the point where these rays are actually meeting or converging. Then we saw uses of spherical mirror. We saw uses of convex mirror. They are being used in security mirror. Next, we saw application of concave mirror. Mirrors are being used as dentist because the image that is being produced is magnified. Concave mirrors are used in headlamps also. Definitely they are being used in solar cooker. Concave mirrors are used in dish antennas. Concave mirrors are also used in makeup by ladies. Then we saw uses of convex mirror in detail. Convex mirrors are used in rear view mirror of car. They are being used in the blind corners where the driver is not able to make out what all things are there to the left or right. Why convex mirror are used in rear view mirror? They are producing diminished image. Diminished image means a smaller image, and definitely they provide wider viewing angle. With this slide, we actually got to see how the image is being produced by concave mirror and convex mirror. A concave mirror produces enlarged image, magnified image, and a convex mirror produces a smaller image. Then we saw rules to draw ray diagram. There are basically three rules. When the ray of light passes When the ray of light passes through the center of curvature, it is reflected back through the center of curvature itself. When the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, it always goes through the focus after reflection. The third rule that we saw is If the ray of light passes through the focus, it is always parallel to the principal axis after reflection. Then we saw the homework question also. This is the assignment question that you are going to do in your book today. We saw various MCQs pertaining to today's topic. So students, I hope you all liked today's lecture and understood the topic that was being taught today. Have a nice day, students.